I was falling apart, until one quiet decision saved me. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in your own life? That's where I found myself not too long ago. Every morning, I'd wake up with this indescribable heaviness in my chest. It wasn't a new job, a relationship, or a stroke of luck that pulled me out of that dark place. How could I possibly say thank you when nothing felt right? But I decided to try anyway, starting with the smallest things I could think of. Instead, it came from a subtle shift within me. The day I chose to be grateful, even when everything felt broken. The world around me seemed to be moving forward, but I was stuck, waiting for something, anything to change. The circumstances of my life hadn't dramatically improved overnight, but my inner world had transformed. I felt more grounded, more resilient. The constant anxiety that had been my companion for so long began to loosen its grip. I was exhausted, disconnected, and desperately hoping that life would finally turn a corner. Most importantly, it helped me see what I still had instead of fixating on what was missing. And that shift in focus changed everything. My thoughts became healthier, less prone to spiraling into negativity. Life still had its challenges, its disappointments, its moments of pain. What changed was my ability to hold space for both the difficulties and the blessings. Say it out loud or whisper it in the silence of your heart. Let that be your beginning. It's not always easy, and there are days when finding something to be grateful for feels like an impossible task. But I've learned that those are the days when this practice matters most. Or for the friend who texted to check on you. It's a quiet rebellion against despair, a choice to focus on what nourishes us rather than what depletes us. Perhaps you're grateful for the strength that's carried you through your hardest days. What are you grateful for today? Leave a comment below with one thing, big or small, that you're thankful for. Your words might be exactly what someone else needs to read to start their own gratitude journey. For the technology that allows me to reach you wherever you are. And I believe, with all my heart, that it can do the same for you. For your willingness to listen, and perhaps to consider trying this practice in your own life. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Let it remind you that even in the midst of struggle, there is still good to be found. To choose gratitude, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because that's when it has the power to transform us from the inside out. Because gratitude has the power to change you from the inside out, and I believe it can change you too. I learned that it's possible to acknowledge pain while still finding reasons to be thankful. But more than that, I encourage you to share it with someone who might need to hear these words today. Someone who might be struggling, feeling lost, or simply in need of a reminder that there's still good in the world. I found the courage to take small steps toward personal growth, fueled by a newfound sense of hope and possibility. The bed I woke up in, the silence of the early morning before the world woke up. One by one, those tiny acknowledgments started to soften the noise in my mind. It felt awkward at first, almost forced. You do when I need everything to be fixed before you can find moments of joy or peace. But it does something equally powerful. It helps us hold space for both pain and peace to exist together. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there are still pinpricks of light if we choose to see them. All you need is one small reason, one breath, one smile, one glimmer of light, to begin again. But as I continued this practice day after day, something began to change. But here's the thing, the change I was longing for didn't come from outside. Now, I know what you might be thinking, gratitude. When life feels like it's falling apart, trust me, I was skeptical too. It wasn't just about feeling good, it was about rewiring my brain to notice the good, even in the midst of challenges. I started keeping a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things I was thankful for each day. Some days, it was as simple as, I am grateful for hot coffee, or I am thankful I made it through another day. I found myself appreciating things I had previously taken for granted. My health, a friend's kindness, or a moment of unexpected laughter. I began by thanking the air I was breathing. I started to feel lighter, more present, less consumed by everything that was going wrong in my life. The problems didn't magically disappear, but my perspective began to shift. I realized that gratitude doesn't change your situation, it changes you. This simple practice became my daily anchor. As the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, I noticed a profound change in myself. Gratitude gave me strength when I felt weak. It offered peace when my mind was in chaos. My relationships began to improve as I started appreciating the people in my life more openly. But let me be clear, gratitude didn't solve all my problems overnight. This journey taught me a powerful lesson. You don't need a perfect life to start healing. So today, I want to invite you to pause, take a deep breath, and say thank you for something, anything in your life. Maybe you're thankful for the warmth of the sun on your face. Gratitude doesn't erase pain or magically solve our problems. This practice has become my lifeline, my way of staying grounded when life feels uncertain. I've come to believe that gratitude is a form of self-care, a way of nurturing our spirits when the world feels harsh. As I share this with you, I'm filled with a deep sense of gratitude for this moment of connection. I want you to know that wherever you are on your journey, whatever challenges you're facing, you have the power to begin again. If this message has touched your heart, I invite you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Remember, gratitude found me in my darkest moment. It became the light that guided me toward healing and hope. So today, as you go about your life, pause, breathe, and say, let that be your new beginning.